Every room you enter, we'll already be there waiting for you. Whatever we want you to see, you will see. Until the day you die.
And they gonna haunt you too? Yo, that's foul. Come on, man. We don't need to turn this into a horror story. It's already scary enough. What's going on? It's your boy Syntell with the Intel, and you already see Rekkai is in the building. What's going on, champion?
Hello, Governor.
Hey, 3 body problems. We are on the season finale, episode 8. This one is called Wallfacer. Man, we're wondering if they're going to stick the landing. They wowed us so much and gave so much credibility for anything that they did after episode 5. We want to see how they use that credibility. I hope they make this something very interesting for us to look forward to a possible season 2. Man, this has been tons of fun. Make sure you stay to the very end because me and Rekkai are gonna chop it up, have a bit of a back and forth about the things that we liked and the things that we may be scratching our head about this episode and the series as a whole. So without any further ado, let's get started.
Okay, well, if all our ancestors thought that way, we wouldn't be standing here.
Really? So you think 400 years ago, in a field in Ireland?
Not Irish.
What?
I would have thought she was Irish too.
Like me. I want kids. I worry about the future.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's fair.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, wise man who can't remember my name.
You're a one-night stand.
Eventually, humanity will die out, and then we don't even have to worry about these aliens.
I didn't know 2 minutes could last this long.
It's a block away. It's a silver Prius. What's here?
Oh, dang. Wow. Huh.
What the f is this?
Here's the thing. Wenjie met one person before she left the country, and that was you. 3 days later, she's murdered in China.
What?
Along with one of my men.
She was closed out.
Then someone tries to murder you.
No one tried to murder me. There was an accident.
The car that hit Nora was under autonomous control.
Oh.
Now that's the question, right? Some kid on a skateboard bumped into you. That's why you're alive.
I don't know what's going on.
I believe you.
Has he been high as hell?
Yeah.
Put him on. They're bulletproof.
Oh, that's bulletproof? It look like sweats.
You're not going to tell me what's going on?
Man, let me enjoy my TikTok.
My job is to get you safely to your destination.
What's my destination?
Which is...
Someone will meet you when we get there and explain things to you.
He going to the moon. It's the only place you can hide him, right?
Well, I guess meeting you was a terrible accident.
Ooh.
All right, I'm gonna sleep. I suggest you do too.
You didn't even know her name until she was dead.
And
And he's like, man, if I just had my White Widow super cheese.
Yo, when they got the F-22s outside your window or whatever jet that is, F something, you know it's a tight situation.
They
All that
for real
for you,
moving him like the president.
What do you know? Oh, maybe it's because of his relationship with Will.
Will, Wenjie, Jen, or it could be because he might actually be just that smart.
You know that better than anyone.
Just pretend his brain is 18 grams heavier.
But it isn't, is it? Added weight leads to a slower final cruising speed for the spacecraft that'll delay the encounter with the enemy fleet.
I sure include seeds. The hell's this?
So
Noah's
they
Ark?
can make food for him, yeah.
I'll make the request to someone with more authority.
You don't know anyone with more authority.
Then I'll resign.
No, you won't. You're right, I can't. But you won't do it. From now on, the only real...
Called that bluff. I'm gonna pull all them cards.
The staircase project to Cape Canaveral for the launch. I'll save a seat for you.
And you better be on time.
Welcome home.
It's gotta be the moon, right? That's the only thing I can think of that the only safe place in the where the
Or
Serenity can't
he's
see.
at,
Mr.
or well,
Durand,
he's in America.
my name is Sebastian Kent.
He's at
Not
Cape
my name.
Canaveral.
I know it's
Hey,
been a difficult
Sebastian
day.
Kent.
I hope we can make things a little smoother from here.
Hey, this the nerdy
Hey.
dude from oh my god.
Silicon Valley.
Silicon Valley, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I brought down a suit and tie for you to change into before the ceremony. I had to guess at the size, but it should be fine.
Ceremony.
We're introducing the project to the world.
If I understand correctly, I'm in charge of his security. He's wearing what he's wearing.
That's fine then. We're running late anyway.
What ceremony?
The fourth meeting of the Planetary Defense Council has arrived at the final item on its agenda. The announcement of the Wallfacer project. The great battle might be centuries away, but the Santi have declared war upon us, and we must defend ourselves.
Everybody looking at him too.
The Wallfacers never need to explain their actions and commands,
Dang.
regardless of how incomprehensible their behavior may be.
Dang.
Now, on behalf of the United Nations...
Yo, that's wild.
Is that like a carte blanche to do whatever you want to do?
Yes. He's 00.
And finally, the third Wallfacer.
Say his name.
Saul Durand.
Hey! We was waiting. Saul like, what?
Mr. Durand, if you please.
He like, yo, I'm still high, bro. Yo, whoa, that's dope. Go ahead, brother man.
An
He's like,
Oxford-trained physicist
I'm gonna need
who has
all of the
studied
weed in the
some of
world brought to
greatest
me.
minds alive.
Yo, you wanted to be remembered. He said,
Yeah.
you don't get remembered
made
after
his
30.
mark.
You will be remembered throughout history.
Shouldering this
Yeah.
great burden, they will pass us the long years alone, turning their backs on everyone.
Turning their backs on everyone.
We've made a mistake.
Perhaps. We won't know for a very long time.
It doesn't make sense. I am a low-level researcher.
Let's just say the enemy knows why.
I'm not special.
They think you are.
They? The enemy?
Mm.
If I wanted this, no one explained anything to me.
If we had asked you, would you have come?
Of course not.
That's why we didn't ask.
Mm.
I reject the position of Wallfacer. I reject all of the powers of the Wallfacer.
Okay. I understand.
So I'm free to leave?
You have all the autonomy.
You're
man.
free to do anything.
Anything you want. It's you regardless. You can't shake it. Yo, that's awesome and crazy. You are him whether you want to be him or not.
I'm not a Wallfacer. I'm never going to be a Wallfacer, so unless I'm under arrest, I would like to leave. Alone.
You have to let him.
At least let me walk with you.
No.
So Tatiana show up to put one in your skull.
Oh, he'll be back. You can believe that.
They made sure they killed Vera.
At least you were smart enough to keep the bulletproof vest on.
Get a fucking ambulance right here now.
You been walking up there like shit was sweet. They tried to told you.
And hello. Come on.
You are him whether you want to be
There was
him
only
or
they
not.
were a decent shot.
Yeah? How bad?
Saul got shot.
Right. Right, Clarence. Don't let that happen again.
He said, I don't give a damn if he got to wear an Iron Man suit. He ain't.
Here, a phenomenon that scientists believe is linked to global warming. Farmers worry there's little they can do to protect their crops, as experts say as many as 1.5 million of the
Welcome back to the world, bro.
You've got one broken rib, a little internal bleeding. It's not bad. Considering you got shot by a 338 sniper round.
Damn.
Bulletproof coveralls saved your life.
Is that an armor-piercing round?
338. I don't know. I just know in Warzone when I'm playing it, it's dope.
Will you let me know? Thank you.
That part. It's like I'm here to help, man.
NYPD caught the shooter. There'll be others.
I'd like to see him.
You want to see the guy that tried to kill you?
You got to do it.
Know your enemy? Didn't Sun Tzu say that?
Oh no, I'm from Manchester. Look, it's not my department. I'm in charge of security, not arranging meetings with people who want you dead. Let me talk to someone.
If you're gonna be his number 2, you're gonna need a higher security clearance.
You're a Wallfacer. Your word is my command.
Yeah.
I'm not a Wallfacer. I turned it down.
Of course you did.
Like they think they know something about me, but can't say. Or they think I know something, but can't say.
I think I'm gonna like these two together.
Mm-hmm.
He's a living brain, being kept at negative 150 degrees. And if the Santi decide to pick him up, do you know how easy it would be for them with their technology to rebuild his body?
Hey, they're addressing all of my concerns.
You loved him.
I love him. He's still alive.
Well, I hope it works. I really do.
I don't understand all this blind devotion now. I mean, after he's dead, like, you didn't give him any of that sort of time or rhythm when he was alive. You found out he bought you an expensive star. That's some bull.
I think that's what she's dealing with, is the guilt of that she didn't do nothing.
What happened to your face?
I resisted arrest. Are you injured?
I'm okay.
I'm sorry.
He's like, damn.
I'm sorry.
I'll shoot better next time.
Rifle. You're sorry?
Sorry I didn't aim for your head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go.
What's the truth?
Oh, you call them my superiors, but they're your superiors too.
Boy, stop.
You tried to murder a man that you've never met on the directive of aliens that you've never met. Why?
I've gone to be a soldier in the army of the Lord.
But you knew there was going to be fanatics. Like, he should have known that. I could have told you that, and I'm not even a part of this whole thing. There's going to be fanatics.
Who do you work for?
Used to be MI5, then it was SIA. Now it's PDF. No, that's not right. 2 attempts on your life in the last 48 hours.
I want to get out of here. I want to go home.
You're not going home?
Travel runs through Kent. Hold on.
You're going to have to wise.
Saul's bothering me being this damn stupid now.
What is your job?
I'm your day-to-day liaison with the Planetary Defense Council.
PDC.
The Wallfacer project, it's public now, right?
Oh yes, the whole world knows.
Mm-hmm.
Saul Durand declared his refusal of the Wallfacer position and mission.
So why are you still here?
I'm in charge of your day-to-day liaisons.
I am not a Wallfacer.
No, sir.
I rejected the offer.
You did.
Come on, man. You smart.
He's not. He's not. He really isn't.
He's just living in a space of denial, bro.
He's pissing me off.
We're taking a huge gamble on you. I don't expect to live long enough to see whether it pays off, but I pray that it does.
I can't go on enough about how I think it's just pretty cool that you're introducing faith into science.
Yes, Mr. Durand.
My friend is being launched into space tomorrow. I'd like to see him off.
Of course, Mr. Durand.
That's gotta be Tatiana.
Yeah.
Did Tatiana used to be police, secret service or something?
We don't know anything about her background. Nothing.
Yeah, because even the way she just pulled that weapon and all that, that's not normal. People don't do that shit.
Yeah. I mean, she's obviously a trained assassin. Like, she knows how to get down. She knows how to find people, tracking, all that. So she's trained in some capacity. If one of us survives, we all survive.
So is she like the only person left from the organization?
We don't know. Well, I'd say no, because somebody delivered that, right? So.
All units are in position for probe trajectory. All stations report go for launch. We are ready to resume terminal countdown.
I would assume that the Santi would have helped with this mission. If they're going to accept this, that they would help to make it work. So also help to get the math right, you know what I mean? Indirectly.
If they can clone his body, copying a few seeds will be child's play. You don't want the lad to go hungry.
They're in there?
I heard he likes spicy food.
T minus 15 seconds.
Why did you change your mind?
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Santi ain't gonna allow this to fail if they want it to happen.
My enemy's enemy.
You're gonna be handcuffed to that kid for the rest of your life. You okay with that?
You have a choice.
No.
There's actually a couple of hours before the capsule reaches the first detonation. You wanna get some air?
Yeah, Raj, this is not a good look for you, man. You're gonna have to just let that go.
Yeah.
Remember last year? We were worried about whatever the fuck we were worried about.
So a Chinese general, a Kurdish war hero, and Saul Durand.
Right? It's completely insane.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So that's how they're doing that. Huh. I was wondering how that was going to work. So the nuke goes through the center of the actual cell. Okay.
Approaching third detonation in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's a tough ass umbrella, whatever the hell, weave.
It's that nano.
It's the nano weave, yeah.
Nanofibers.
And they still got 298 more to go through.
Trajectory is deviating from the predicted value. Let's get a second set of eyes on this. GNC mission. Can you confirm?
Look at her face.
Attitude mission. Are you able to confirm any?
Oh no. I can't lie, I thought it was gonna work.
But that's just like things, you know. They look good at first.
We're sorry the staircase project failed. We would have liked to meet Mr. Downing. And we hope to meet you, if your hibernation technology works. Human beings are so fragile.
Damn.
Yes, you're a strong leader. We want you to know there will be a place for you when we arrive. You are part of our plan.
Dang. Word?
Every room you enter, we'll already be there waiting for you. Whatever we want you to see, you will see. Until the day you die.
And they gonna haunt you too? Yo, that's foul. Come on, man. We don't need to turn this into a horror story. It's already scary enough.
People hate bugs. Been trying to get rid of them forever. Spray pesticides from planes. Try and sterilize them. We swat them, zap them, step on them. Look around. They're not going anywhere.
That's a big fact.
For the bugs.
Yeah. Like outside of plants, they like have the highest biomass density on the planet, or insect.
Yeah.
If you're watching this on YouTube, you're gonna see a cut down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. But if you wanna watch the whole thing with us uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/Syntell. Become a member of this channel. You'll get access to the full uncut reaction, but you will need your own Netflix, HBO Max, or Disney Plus subscription so you can open up each episode in an adjacent window to our reaction. We'll give you a little time with a small reference video at the bottom of the screen to help you sync up the footage. And it'll be like you're watching it with your favorite pals from the internet. Okay, that's interesting. I'm still processing on if that is how I wanted the season finale to happen. I still got questions, but you're supposed to, right? Because this is supposed to be a continuation. I will say this, I did not expect Will to catch the bad one. I thought that I thought he had plot armor. But that also goes to show a part of me is, a little perturbed that, this plot armor didn't hold him down, but it also gives more validity that anybody can get it. We talked about that in earlier episodes, when the Game of Thrones effect, the Ned Stark effect. When anybody can get it, it makes every action, every move, it gives it weight and consequences. For a hot second, I didn't even know if Wade was gonna make it. I was like, yo, if they can take Will out, they might take Wade out too. We have like the double doozy, but instead they're like, nah, we got a larger plan for you. One quick thing, and I'm gonna let you have it. The thing that I do like, and I didn't see coming, is I like what they're doing with Saul. I like the idea of you being forced to be a leader. There's things that have happened in my life personally where I didn't want to kind of step up, and I had to. You just have to. There's just no ways about you can't run from this. This thing is happening, and you need to act accordingly. It could be on your own time, but you're going to act accordingly. So maybe that's why I have such a strong attachment for Saul in this position, because I've had a personal attachment of being put into a position like that where you can't run. You just have to man up. So I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for you, Saul, because you are a perpetual man-child in a lot of ways. And now it's time for you to, put the toys down, get a stiff wind behind your back, and do your damn part. How you feeling?
I don't know, like something you said just now resonated with me, and I couldn't put my finger on it until you said it. And maybe that's why I can't stand Saul's ass. Because Saul is me. And it's not, I don't smoke, I don't drink, so, I don't have those type of vices, but kind of like you said, sometimes avoiding the responsibility and stepping up to be who I'm supposed to be. Maybe that's what it is. I see in Saul that looks like me. There was a time, and I guess, like when he was at university and he had all these aspirations and ambition, he wanted to do X, Y, and Z, and he was going to change the world and show the world. He had a chip on his shoulder, and he was going to show the world that he was him. He was Himothy. And then something happens. Whatever type of trauma it is. And your outlook changes, and he retreated to weed and one-night stands, and I just retreated to something different, just depression and whatever. It's just, I agree. I do love that. People never change unless they're forced to change, and I love that Saul is being forced to change. He got one of the 3 best and worst jobs in the history of the world.
Yeah.
You have carte blanche. You have a blank check to do whatever you want to do. What? He has gotten permission from the UN in name of defense of this planet, because you're so smart and you're working out this plan, whatever it is in your head, and you're not to tell nobody until the specific time that you're supposed to tell people. He could be out here murdering people. You know what? I need all the money out of that bank vault, because it's part of the plan. Yes, sir. Clean that bank vault out. Like, you know what? I need Rihanna at my house right now. What?
Right.
Part of the plan.
It's part of the plan. Trust me. This has to happen.
Yes. 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 Because for my plan to work, I got to show her the savage to her Fenty.
Oh
man.
Yeah.
It just, and then even when he said, I don't want it, I don't want to do it, he didn't got a assassination attempt 10 minutes into the job that he didn't take. And he still won't get, like, they just try to kill you for what they think you know, for what you don't want to do, and they try to kill you for it. You are far more important than you could ever possibly imagine. And that's got to be super, super scary from someone who has avoided that type of responsibility all your life. And to think of, I wanted to make a mark on the world, but if I didn't make my mark by 30, then it ain't gonna happen. Dude, you wouldn't go down in the annals of history. Like, there's gonna be a bus, like a section for you in them Smithsonian type shit.
Yeah. You on the path of being the next Mount Rushmore. Yeah.
Listen, and listen, right now, in this, even though he hasn't stepped up to the plate yet, like, the very small inner Dr. Umar in me is like, yes, black man. Come on. They went out and got the three best people in the world to do this mission. Is a Mongolian dude, a Kurdish woman, and an American black man. Come on, brother.
Come on, brother.
You know what I'm saying?
Strut your strut.
Yeah, that's right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, it's something. Yes, and this brother, he's gonna do it with, you know what I'm saying, while listening to Jay-Z, smoking like Snoop Dogg. It just.
Yeah. But yeah, it wasn't the ending I was expecting, right? Like, I can only speak for myself. I was not expecting that. And I was not. We've been clamoring for Saul to step up and do his thing. I feel like there's some loved ones in my life that have been like looking at and been like, yo, we need you to step up. And we've been kind of like looking at Saul in that same way. But like, bro, why are you even here? We need you to do something. And we get an entire whole episode, like 75% of this episode is him. We got exactly what we were looking for. And now I don't even know what to do with it. Like I said, I'm still kind of processing it. Because I really did legitimately think it was going to be the Will show. And there was a part of it that was the Will show. And all of our expectations and our hopes and ideas of where we think the story's going to go and the things that we've done with the character, the actors that's played Will, like, we really thought, like, you're going to be our Luke Skywalker or whatever it was. And lo and behold, it's Saul. All this time, man, it wasn't Will. It wasn't. And
but
go ahead.
You know why it was though?
Yeah.
We've known this since episode 1. When we're introduced to Saul, Saul is the main character. We've known this. It just, he has done everything, and sometimes it's not even a reluctant hero. The person who most deserves to have the crown is the one who absolutely does not want the crown. That's the one who'll be best chosen to govern, to lead sometimes, is because it's not that he can't lead, it's that he won't.
That part.
We saw it when we're watching Shogun. Toranaga is clearly the guy who should be the guy, and he absolutely does not want it, and even is hatching a reluctant plan, but that's just to put things right. And he's still willing to walk away. I don't want no land, I don't want no money, I don't want nothing. I just want things to be right. Saul has been that guy from day one, from moment one that we start watching this. And it was probably, we spent 7 episodes. It was like, man, why is he here? What is his purpose? Like, what? And that's all because we didn't understand that he had a greater purpose than we could ever even possibly imagine.
Yeah.
I don't know, because right now we're like, what does he know? Why do they want him dead so bad? I mean, because everybody else they wanted dead got dead.
Yeah. Easy.
Not him.
There's this whole this is what I kind of want to talk about in Patreon, and I'm going to lead it off with that. Lead off with this, and that is, I think there's something fascinating in this episode regarding there's two things that are, to me, are pillars of this show, and that is science and faith. And there's
what
this,
in faith?
I'll say that again.
You said what in faith?
Science and faith.
Mm-hmm.
One deals with the truth of what you can see and measure, and the other deals with what you blindly follow because you know it shall be. Faith. And how they're intermingling and mixing. And I want to talk about that on the Patreon. Do you have any closing thoughts before we get out of this bad boy, Rekkai?
No, because I mean, you actually hit that nail right on the head. That's what I've been thinking about this entire thing. And two of the videos I'm editing right now are about some earlier things, but they essentially come back to science and faith. You know, I talk about the anatomy of a lie, and I talk about, you know what I'm saying, misplaced faith. But you're absolutely right, how those things do intermingle, and we try so hard to keep them separate, where it's always one or the other, without being able to objectively look at how they should be together. It's like, I know I was having a conversation with my mom, and I was just talking about therapy, you know, seeing a mental health professional. And so many people of her generation believe that all that you need is to go to church and pray. I don't need to see nobody. I don't need to talk to nobody. You know, I'll talk to the pastor. I'll pray, and God shall provide. And I was like, you know what? I'm not opposed to that. However, he also helps he who helps himself. You know, there's things that we are just incapable of dealing with on our own. Life is hard. Relationships are tricky. You know, marriage is almost an impossible task that takes more than just yourself to get through. Raising children is a collaborative thing between maybe you and a partner, but not only that, you and the children that you're trying to raise, who don't want to be raised the way you're trying to raise them. There are other people who are trained to do things. I may know how to fix a sandwich. I know how to feed me. That doesn't make me a chef. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, I could do a decent job. I could feed me. I could sustain me. Maybe even get a little bit healthy. There are people who are trained in nutrition and cooking and 5-star chefs and all this type of thing who could do that, which I can do myself, but can do it so much better than I can. There's nothing wrong with asking for help to navigate the tricky waters of life, because that's what it is. And science goes into that. Those two things don't have to be separated, but we go out of our way to keep them separated like church and state. So, yeah, I think that would be a nice place to pick up on the Patreon.
Okay. And make sure you let the people know how they get in contact with you real quick.
As you just heard me say, I got a few Patreons that are up on my site now. Anyone who's my Patreon, of course, I give shout outs to all my Patreon members, and you get early access, sometimes up to a week before they even hit my YouTube page. So I got a couple of things up on my YouTube, and you might catch them in some of the pinned comments here on Syntell Reacts. You can catch me at Nupe from the Ville, NUPEFROMDAVILLE, because it's all about this and this right here.
Yo, I love it. Thank you so much. Hey, if you've been enjoying the conversation and just the way that me and Rekkai chop it up, be a friend of the channel and hit that subscription button. And of course, give us that thumbs up, because that's how the people know you're digging what we're giving you. We are looking forward to seeing what you all have to say in the comments. We read every comment. Let us know what we got right, what we got wrong. And the fun one is always, what did we miss? I've been really enjoying how I've been corrected on some of my ideas, and I embrace that and look forward to it. So please, come at me, challenge the thoughts. Tell me where I messed up. I want to be able to look at this from different angles, and I'm looking forward to being challenged. I love y'all so much. To all the Patreon members, I can't wait to pick this bad boy up over on the Patreon page. So with that being said, thank you so much for hanging out with us for this entire season, and we're looking forward to seeing y'all again for season 2. We got a whole bunch of other stuff in the catalog too, so go on mosey over there and thumb through the records right quick and see what you like. With that being said, we'll catch y'all on the next project. All right, y'all, take care. Peace.